Hello everyone and welcome to Hero RC. I'm Robert and I hope everyone is having a blessed day. It is September 29th, about 8:16 p.m. and in frame I've got the Ultimate Hauler TRX6 by Trax. As you can see, she's broken down. Nothing going on with her right now. I've decided to just go all out with the paint on it. Rims, fenders, everything. Got the Fusion in it already, pretty much 1800 kV, and I think that'll be fine for this vehicle. And I don't think the wiring will be too much of an issue with the lighting because of this little box right here. As long as I keep that puppy powered and plug everything else into it, all the way I've been plugging it in, I think it'll be fine. Got everything, like I said, I got the rims off, I've got the fenders off, everything that I thought needed to be painted to blend in to make it one vehicle, or one color coordinated vehicle. I took it off and I'm painting it. So this bad boy is going to be out of commission for a while. This bumper here in the front, I'll probably get to it eventually, but I'll paint it like a shiny black, and because it's gonna get a lot of scrapes and bangs anyway. So if some of the paint scrapes off of it, you know, it'll still be black up under. Well, I'm gonna prime it first. Maybe I can find some black primer and paint that. Got a nice little light kit that's gonna go on the side of the door. It came to be painted, so I've got it out there primed. Hopefully, well, no, because I want to let the paint, once I paint it, all my parts, I want it all to sit until, you know, it dries and cures before I start messing with it. But yeah, that's where I am with this puppy. So she's going to be out of commission for a while. And like I said, eventually I'm going to put weights all on the axles and everything, get the hose set up for the axles. But I mean, I took it out for a run and it performed like a champ, just the way it is. So I can imagine what it's going to be like once I get all the weight and have it planted. Get the shocks adjusted, which, if I'm not mistaken, they performed well. Oh, I want to put some big beefier tires on it since I've got it lifted. Yeah, that's what it is. I need to look for me some bigger 2.2s. Those BF Goodrichs are nice tires, but they're not big enough for the plans that I have for this puppy. So that's where I am with this bad boy. Tomorrow I'll work on it a little bit and cruise something tomorrow. I'm not sure, but tonight got a surprise. I'll be cruising that bad boy tonight. We're gonna go around and we're gonna hit my usual spots, but then we're gonna go around and check out the course. I've been watering it so that I could dig it up a lot easier, but that water set off in the parts that I dug up already, the moat part, and it looked pretty cool. So we'll check that out and go from there. So I will see you on the flip side. Alright folks, here we are back on the flip side at Hero RC. I told you I had a surprise for you. One of my early Christmas presents. I mean, I've got several vehicles coming for Christmas, and they won't all fit up under the tree with all the other stuff that I have. Not bragging, but it is what it is. Just sharing. So I thought I'd break this one out, and then the next one that comes, I'm going to put 2 under the tree. I've got 4. Put 2 under the tree, and then I'm going to open 2 before Christmas. But this is the first one. Here we go. I'm excited about it. Look at that thing, boy. I'm excited about it just because of the modulation. Oh my God, it is nice. I'm not going to go over all the details because there's plenty of videos out there at it that have reviewed it, and I'm not that good at reviewing anyway. And it is nice, very nice. The only thing that I would do to it is put some beefier tires on it. All the reviews that I've watched said that these tires are awesome. They stick really great. And I have to agree, they're pretty sticky. I mean, I don't know what I'm feeling, but they are soft. And they feel like they would grab anything, like a chameleon, like a gecko. But it is nice, man. I love the modulation on it. I haven't had a chance to check out the articulation or anything, which I'm going to do tonight. I noticed that the tires, they look like they tuck instead of rub. That's a good thing. Blinkers and everything working on it, which they don't bother me at all. Look at that modulation. I mean, it's not a Fusion, but man, for RTR, it modulates like a crazy beast. And that body design, I've always wanted me a Land Rover. That is nice. Haven't put any of the accessories on it yet because it's late. It is about 8:33, about 15 minutes from the flip side. You know, I got all this good stuff, which I mean, you've seen all of that already. And I'm gonna put these on there, the bush guards or whatever you want to call them, that run from the top of the roof down to the fender somewhere. I'm gonna hook all that up. But tonight, we're gonna get out and cruise a little bit. Look at that modulation. That is crazy. What did they do? I am so curious. I gotta check it out, man, and see what kind of gearing they put in this thing. But you can tell it's not a Fusion because there's a little herky-jerky right there. Soft herky-jerky. I'm gonna call it soft herky-jerky. But man, that is nice. So I will see you on the flip side. The first thing we're going to do is take it across the indoor articulation course and see how it does. And then we're going to do a little trailing outside, go around to my future course site, and then we're going to go over Foxtrot Trail Course and see how it performs. I will see you on the flip side. All right, being a straight axle and having small tires on it, that makes a difference. That's the only thing I can see. If it had bigger tires, it would be bad. It would be a nice vehicle. The small tires are too small. And I know they're trying to keep it scaled, but some bigger, beefier tires would help it a lot. See you on the flip side, outside. All right. We are back on the flip side. I'm not going to take it down the stairs. We're going to go down the ramp because I don't know how it would function down the stairs. I don't want to scratch it up all, too soon anyway. It's going to get scratches, but I don't want to do it right now. Looking nice. But even better lit up. Check her out. Let's do a little trailing. Brake seems to be pretty nice on there. And it stops anyway while it's level. Look at that modulation, man. That is nice modulation. I don't know what they did, but it is nice. Nice and quiet. Trying to keep my shadow out here. Being a straight axle with those little tires on it, you don't get much clearance. Alright, here we are at my rock pile. See how it does, and like I said, for the price, you can't beat it. Just put some beefier tires on it, and I didn't even check to see if those were B-lock tires. And she creeps right up over that like it's nothing. No problem. King of the hill sitting there. Alright, let's see how she does doing some side heeling here. Tires seem to be pretty good. We're at the bottom. We're going to try to turn up and see what happens. She's staying upright though. Look at her, she's staying planted. Nice. Nice. Oh my God, that is very nice. For 2-speed and no diffs, that is pretty nice. Alright, let's get on around to the trail course, the future trail course. Let's just see what I got going on here. I got my old mower out here. The the bag catcher, grass catcher got holes in it, so I put a plastic bag over it to help it out. I got a brand new lawnmower in the garage. I'm not going to break that out until next spring. And this one here runs just fine. It just needs a bag, which I'll eventually probably put on it, maybe sell it. And got my fertilizer and my spreader, and got my got me a new water hose. I like those water hoses that don't, you know, kink up and cause you problems. But I just have to remember to put them up when it gets cold out. But yeah. So let's see how she does here. We're gonna just cruise on over this. Try to push it out of the way or one. Get out of my way. Move. Alright, let's see if we can get over that little part there. Yeah, she cleared it, no problem. Cruising across the patio here. On our way to the destination. Eventually I'm going to have a course, a trail that'll just take me straight to it. And I haven't figured that part out yet, but that's what the plans are. As you can see, got most of it dug up, like in the last video, and I was watering it today, and those, oh, there's still a little water in that one over there. I don't know why it's still water there, and not in these others. But yeah, there's still a little water there. So I want to go all the way around in a circle there. I want to put some heavy-duty plastic down in it. Let's see what happens there. See, I'm going to have a bridge that comes over the moat onto the little island here. As you can see, a little moat there. This is as wide as it's going to be right here. That's what the first diggings I did. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little bridge come over. This isn't going to be the bridge, though. This is going to be part of another obstacle out here. Ground is nice and soft. I can feel it under my feet. Then we're gonna have all of this little island here. And I'm gonna put some rock over it, make it a little challenging. Let's see. I'm gonna get her muddy the first day. See what happens. Not too deep, that's the way I want it. Just that's perfect right there. Not to about halfway over the wheel well. It's just about as deep as I want it to be. And look at her handling it like a champ. And then let's see if we can crawl up out of there. Back onto the bridge. Boy, those windows are like super clear in there. That is nice. Don't turn over, baby. She's got some serious lean going on there. Some serious flexing. But it pulled out of there. Look at that. This is a nice little cheap machine, man. For the price, you cannot beat it. Cannot beat it. Can't wait till I get this all fixed up. This is going to be really nice. See how those tires do wet. Mud and stuff all over. Going up over a slick obstacle. I think that back passenger tire is grabbing. So I'm going to have to get a better angle. Or, you know what? Let's just see if we can just drive up out of here without even using a bridge. This is a Land Rover. See if we can just pull up out of here without even using a bridge. See, the water hoses are catching it right now. Alright, let's just use the bridge. Already got it muddy on the very first day. Yeah, if those water hoses wasn't there, it'd kind of give it a nice little scene there, wouldn't it? But that's the future. It's coming. Nice. No problem. Let's get on over to a Foxtrot Trail Course. Do a little safari. Oh, she got stuck in the grass. I'm not sure which is second gear. Oh, she got stuck there. Even tires off anyway. Oh, missed that. See some little tires, man. Needs bigger tires for sure. Can't handle the deep grass, apparently. Whew. Boy, that's a little rough going there. Alright, let's get on over to Foxtrot Trail Course. Alright, here we are at Foxtrot Trail Course. Nice modulation, gotta love it. Tell you what, hitting that pause button is hard. Alright, I know it's straight axle, little tires, so I gotta really pick my lines here. Get those bumpers to clear. Just over regular rocks, gotta pick my line here. Okay, handle that nicely. Let's see how it does at Bedrock Bridge. sure how long the wheelbase is. Watch videos, but I don't remember. Just see how she does. I know it's a long one. I think it probably uses the same chassis as all the others. Drag brake. I'm not sure how I've got it set, but it's not really strong there. Tires aren't grabbing. Axle pumpkin catch in there. At least I'm cleaning the tires off. Alright, I'm going to put the SUV brakes there. Alright, let's see how it does with the extra bricks there. Something is catching there in the back. It's that pumpkin. Get a different angle here. I mean, I know it's not a crawler. I just wanted to see what it could do. Definitely a trailer. You know, the only thing I think is wrong with it is the tires. Let's see if we can get off of here. Try a different route. All right, here we go. Definitely trail truck for sure. See how it does over Shovel Bridge. Alright. We'll take the straight axle route. We'll try another day to see how it does over Blackpot Hill. So far I hadn't done a very good job on my course. Okay, after some crazy maneuvering, I think it might make it. I did most of it off camera. Let's see what happens. Okay, she was able to get up over that. That's nice. That's very nice. Alright, let's test some center of gravity. Now we already know it's top heavy, so and it's a big vehicle. Just the top of it knocks stuff over. Very impressed though, very nice. I will have to say, very impressed with this vehicle. Lots of potential, lots and lots. And I think I would start with the tires. Right off the bat, tires, bigger tires. Let's get her to After Run Rock and let's talk about it a little bit. Alright, here she comes, under Shovel Bridge. Hello, beautiful. You deserve that greeting. A lot of potential. So much. And I would start with the tires before I even mess with the motor. Start with the tires. It's an awesome vehicle for the price, man. FMS is doing it. This is RTR. I have done nothing to this vehicle. It's all RTR. Very nice vehicle. RTR run with the Defender FMS FCX10. Very nice. It almost makes me want to get another one, a Land Rover or something, but I'm going to wait on that because I complained about the 110 scale manufacturers not what word am I They're not. They weren't. There's availability. Well, I just thought they had missed the 110 scale market, and then all of a sudden, bam! All kinds of 110 scales came out by all companies. And if I had known that, I would have waited before I purchased some of the other vehicles that I purchased and got some of the newer ones. But I'm still pretty pleased with what I got. But this vehicle here in particular is very nice, has a lot of potential. So I'm going to start with the tires. I'm not sure if they're beadlocks, glued on or screwed on, but if they're screwed on, I'm going to keep the rims and put a different set of taller tires on it. But there you have it, folks. RTR run with the FMCX10 Defender, brand new. Took it through its paces, and all it needs is some tires. So like I always say, folks, much more to come. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And take care of yourselves.